Hello, I'm Daniela, and welcome to today's video where I show you how to make faux metal ornaments from ceramic or bisque ornaments. These ornaments are easily acquired at like a discount store, Dollar Tree, Michael's, even Target and Five Below have these ornaments. They're designed for children to paint, but adults can have fun too. So let me show you how I take a bisque ornament and make it look like an old metal ornament, like a cast iron or silver or gold or whatever color you want to make them.
All right, today I'm going to show how you make these ceramic or little plaster ornaments into something a little more special using just acrylic paint and varnish. Let's get started. So around this time of year at some of the discount stores, Michael's and Five Below, and even Dollar Tree, you can find these little kits, these paint your own ornament kits. And they're like a little ceramic or plaster kit with these ornaments. They usually come with a brush and some paint, but we're gonna not use the paint or the brushes, and that's optional. But let me show you all the different styles they come in. They're usually relatively inexpensive and they're geared towards kids, but that doesn't mean adults can't have a lot of fun with them as well. So the first thing we want to do is make sure that the sides are even. Now some of them are better quality than others, but I like to go through them and I can see that the hole isn't quite open here. So I'll very gently just try and drill that hole a little more. It might break the ornament, but I'm just going to kind of go very gently. And then I like to sand. Now not all of them require sanding. These ones from Michael's, for some reason, seem to be a lot better quality. This little figurine does require it. You can see the edges are a little rough. So I'll just take a moment and sand all the edges. I think it just makes for a nicer ornament, nicer result. So the next stage is painting these. And I like to use metallic paint. You don't have to use metallic, just make sure it's acrylic. This is a gold and a silver. I found this metallic. I don't know how it's going to be. The green, a little more gold. And today I'm going to try just with some blue non-metallic and see what results I get. So I'll spread some paint onto my palette and then we'll start painting. So I have my paint on my palette, all the different colors, and I want to just take a soft brush. I like to use a flat brush, but you can use any type of paintbrush you like. And then I'm just going to choose the ones I want to paint. Now they're going to look very metallic. That's my goal, is to make them look like a brass or a bronze or silver ornament, antique. So I want to look for the ones I want to make specific colors. I think the snowflake, I'm going to go with the blue, and I'll just choose it accordingly. Maybe the green on the tree. And now I can just start painting. I'm going to push all these up so I have room here. I'll just take my colors. And some of them require more coats than others. So I'll speed this along while I talk you through it. Just make sure that that paint goes into every little nook and cranny of the ornament. We'll just do the front side for now. We'll let it dry and then we'll do the back side. I know this turquoise is not a traditional color, but I just love the way this looks. It's one of my favorite colors. And I'm curious to see what kind of results I get. I like to spread the paint on and then use a pouncing motion to get it in all the little spots. It seems every angle I look at the ornament, there seems to be some spots missing paint. So that looks pretty good for a first coat. It may or may not require a second one. I'll let it dry and see. Oop, I can see a spot I'm missing right there. So now I'll continue painting all of these just a solid color. So now all the ornaments have one coat. You can see some are more effective than the others. The craft paint versus the dollar store paint, these require a lot more coats. Gold paint always requires additional coats, but this one looks like it's going to need quite a few more. And the green also doesn't have a lot of depth to it, so this will require more coats. The silver is pretty good. I'm going to do another coat on them just to make sure, as well as with this, and then I'll coat the backs as well. All right, so all of the ornaments have had at least 2 coats. The Dollar Tree paints that I used, which are probably the worst I've ever used of paint, have had 5 coats and they're still not covered to my liking, but I've invested as much time and effort in them as I'm going to. You can see the difference in the gold, the craft paint, which is not expensive paint, and this. It's not great in person, and this is very brassy, but it should work nevertheless. So the next stage, I'm going to wear a pair of just disposable gloves because it gets pretty messy. But what you want to do is take your palette and take some black acrylic paint. This says metallic. I don't find it to be very metallic. And so I'm going to just put a dollop on my palette. And then for that amount, I'm going to use some water, about that much water. And I'll take my brush and just combine it so it's very liquidy. It still holds its shape, but it slowly oozes back to shape. You can always use a little more water if you'd like, but for me this works out well. I'll don the gloves. And you're going to use some towels as well. I like paper towels because they're disposable and they get covered with paint. So you just choose one of your ornaments. I'll show you on this blue one first. And you want to cover it with this black paint, getting into all the nooks and crannies again, particularly the recessed areas. And as you can see, I'm not being perfectly careful. I'm going to take my paper towel and dab it off. I want to just see the color that was there, whether it's silver or gold or blue or green. And there you have a little antiqued ornament. Let me show you the process on another ornament. So I have my paint, it's watered down. I cover it, and this has less recesses than that snowflake, so it should be a lot easier. I cover it, then I take my cloth, and I can just buff off. And that came off very nicely. If it's too shiny, just go over it again. Another layer of that dark paint. Then I'll just dab it off. Again, I'm trying to go over the areas that are raised. That gives a little more of an antique finish. Love that. I'll work on the rest and show you the results. So these are the ornaments after they've had that coat of the dark paint on them, and then it's removed. Now, I think it's very effective. The blue ornament, that was an experiment. Kind of like it. I love the way the silver came out. They look like they're metal ornaments. Just great. And I like the gold with the craft paint. Those two look very metallic, very authentically metal. The dollar store, the green look okay. They're not bad. The gold is just hideous. You can see that when I antiqued it, I wiped off a lot of the paint. And that's probably because the paint hadn't dried thoroughly. It's very gummy paint. So I really love the way the top ornaments came out. These, not so much. But everything requires testing, and it's worth the experiment. There are 2 steps left to finishing these ornaments. A coat of clear varnish, maybe 2 coats that I'll just spray, take these outside and spray them. And then I just want to put ribbon through the holes and hang them. Not the figurines, but the rest of them. I hope you found this video helpful.
So that's how I take a simple ornament designed for kids to work on and make it into an adult ornament that really is quite fun and quite treasured when it's all said and done. This is a great craft to do as adults, and it's easy to incorporate kids in with it as well, so you can use it for its intended purpose. This is something that you can break out every year and hang on the tree and remember when you created it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for joining me today.